Welcome back, wrestling fans. As always, we do the most exclusive interviews on Gots on Wrestling, and today is no exception. Today we have a man that is near and dear to our hearts. He's a world champion. He wrestles for you and I, the common man, for America. His accomplishments are unparalleled, and today we have an exclusive opportunity to interview the one, the only, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
D. Silvers, how you doing?
Dusty, it's an honor to finally meet you.
No, D. Silvers, the honor is on mine. On mine, I'm here for the people. And you know I love the people.
Dusty, we all think of you and know of you as the American Dream, the common man that everyone can relate to. Take us a little bit into where this all started, growing up in Texas.
Now I'm going to take you back to a time when the American Dream was just a little boy. And I watched my dad come home from work every day. And we all know my daddy was a plumber. My daddy would come home every night and he worked all day, all night just to put food on the table. And I watched my daddy come home, and he came home filthy. And he came home dirty. And he came home with pride and a hard day's work. A hard day's work. And every day I watched my daddy come home. And every day I look up at my daddy and I said, Daddy, why do you do what it is that you do? And my daddy, he looked down at me and he said, Dusty, I do what I do for you. And I remember that growing up, and I remember that growing up every day of my life, and now I go out there every night. Every night I go out to the ring, and I'm shucking, and I'm jiving, and I'm doing what I can for you, the American people. Because there is an American dream. And there is something to reach out for. And these Silvers, every morning when I wake up, before I go out there, before Dusty Rhodes gets to the shucking and the jiving, before Dusty Rhodes puts on the show of the evening, before Dusty Rhodes goes out to the bar to drink a little whiskey and a little wine, Dusty Rhodes wakes up and he looks out his window at the beautiful landscape. That beautiful landscape, the rolling hills from the sea to the shining sea, Daddy. And Dusty Rhodes looks out and he says, America, I'm going to do this for you.
Dusty, we feel that pride every time you step in that squared circle. We cannot thank you enough.
There is nothing that the American people have to thank me for. It is Dusty Rhodes. I thank the American people because I work for the American people. The American people give me a reason to get up every morning. You see, Daddy, the American people, the American dream, the idea that we can have what we want. Now, I drive a big car now. I drive me a nice Cadillac. But I ain't always drive me Cadillacs. No. I have slept in the alleyways. And I have lived from the bottom of the bottom to the top of the top. I have lived with them all. And I have thanked them all. Because every one of them, every one of the people, and you can look right there in that camera, and you can see every one of the people that make Dusty Rhodes wake up every morning.
Well, we appreciate that, Dusty. Tell us now what the moment was like when you pinned Ric Flair for the championship belt.
The Four Horsemen have been riding on this planet for a long time. And their leader, Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight Champion, Jack. Daddy, that was a bad man. And that was a very bad man. But Dusty Rhodes, I am a bad man too. The Four Horsemen, Daddy. The Four Horsemen represent everything that is evil and wrong with this world. And so when I had the ability to take the one thing, the most important thing away from Ric Flair, Daddy. That's that World Heavyweight Championship. That's that NWA Super Goldie. Ooh, it looks so pretty around my waist.
Dusty, your feud with the Four Horsemen is legendary. Tell us what happened.
Brother, I don't have to tell you too much about the Four Horsemen. The exploits of the Horsemen have long ago been documented. The Horsemen ride across the planet like they own the world, Daddy. Like they don't have to be responsible for anything they do. When Ric Flair tried to put Dusty Rhodes in hard times, when Ric Flair broke my ankle and put Dusty Rhodes in hard times, the people felt it. And when I had the opportunity, when I had the chance to come back, I came back after Ric Flair. And I was only here for one goal. I took one piece with me. Daddy, I was going after that NWA World Heavyweight title. The one thing that I knew would hurt Ric Flair. And Daddy, when I got to pin Ric Flair's shoulders to the mat, and the people jumped up and they rejoiced, Daddy. Ooh. Now that was a good feeling.
Well, I gotta say, Dusty, the pride, the humbleness, the values that you wrestle with are intoxicating. You deserved the belt, and you took it home.
And I took that belt home, and I took that belt, and I shared it with all the people. All the people were able to reach out and touch just a little bit of that 10 pounds of gold. And when I had that belt and all the money that came with it, oh, Daddy, you know I shared the wealth around with the people.
Yeah, the stories began to surface almost immediately. Generosity beyond measure.
Daddy, I don't know if I could call that generosity. That's giving back to the people who have given back to Dusty Rhodes.
Well, Dusty, you have earned a legendary status in all hearts. Everything that you have done cannot be matched by the common man. You are the common man. You are the everyman. What's next?
What's next for Dusty Rhodes? Let me tell you, what's next for Dusty Rhodes? Dusty Rhodes is going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy my retirement. And I'm going to watch my two boys, Cody Rhodes and Goldust, as they take the world of professional wrestling by storm. That's what's next for Dusty Rhodes. I'm going to watch as the world gets a chance to rejoice with me. And look at my boys, they're so sweet. They are so sweet. As they take the wrestling world by storm. WWE Tag Team Champions is only the beginning. Cody just starting out his career. That man is going to be the main event. He is going to be the hitmaker. He is going to be the next idol for the people. He is going to carry on the legacy that this plumber's son from Austin, Texas had left for him. And he's going to step out of my shadow. And Daddy, I cast a big shadow. This big old hiney cast a big shadow. But Cody Rhodes, he already done did it. He done stepped out of the dream shadow. And he taking on the world. He taking them by storm. That's what's next for Dusty Rhodes. Watching his boys ride off into the sunset. That's what's next for the American dream and for the American people. And it warms my heart, Daddy, to have the American people be able to see the product of their love. The American people's love allowed me to create the progeny of Goldust and a Cody Rhodes, Daddy. And that's what's next for the American dream.
Dusty, it's been an unbelievable honor having you on the show.
D-Silvers, it has been grand to hear, and it has been fantastic to get another opportunity to watch and to say thank you to the people And thank you for giving Dusty Rhodes everything he had and he worked for it. And the people worked right along with him. And I want to thank the city of Orlando and the city of New York and the cities of Chicago, Minneapolis, Austin, Texas, California, San Francisco, and every city in between. And everybody from the sea to the shining sea, Dusty Rhodes thanks you for everything you have bestowed upon him. And with that, D. Silvers, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to hop into my Cadillac and I'm going to drive out to the ranch. D. Silvers, thank you. It has been nice to meet you. You guys, you have a good night, D. Silvers. Ooh-wee, it's going to be a good night.
There you have it, folks. Dusty Rhodes, the legend. We thank you again for tuning in to Umgatown Wrestling. I'm D. Silvers and look forward to many more exciting interviews coming soon.